Tonight, American families squeezed under growing economic pressure, hammering their finances on multiple fronts. Wall Street off to its worst start to a year since 2016. The Dow plummeting more than 1,700 points this week. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq posting their worst week since the early days of the pandemic. Stocks that have soared during the health crisis like Zoom, Netflix, even Amazon, all taking deep dives. This week's market plunge wiping out more than $7,300 from the average American's 401k retirement.
All right. You see that? It says $7,370 wiped out the average 401k retirement fund. That's why we've been telling you that 401k is a scam, man. All right. This place is finished. We chatting down this place through the power and spirit Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. That's what you seeing manifest right before your very eyes, man. And this place is finished. That's starting at the great men, the great millstone, you know what I'm saying, and the elders and the other elders that taught us likewise doctrine. All right. That this place is finished. It was going to be a point in time that America was going to be snatched out of power. Right. The party's over. This place on the brink of a civil war. You got food shortages, you got earthquakes, robberies, home invasions, you got scams, inflation, rent increase, low wages, people bugging out. All right, you got evictions. This place is finished, man. You had the most people quit. You know what I'm saying? Their jobs is just so much, right? All right, there's only so much, how many blows this place can get hit with, man. And this Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai to declare this devil to fall, man. I wanted to get into another video. Salaki, give me 1 second. Hey, Salaki, let me finish this video out.
This week's market plunge wiping out more than $7,300 from the average American's 401k retirement fund. At the gas station and the supermarket, customers hit with sticker shock.
Either fill it up or won't.
Supply chain issues and near 40-year high inflation sending prices skyrocketing. The cost of meats, poultry, fish, and eggs surging 12.5% compared to last year. The price hikes effectively erasing many of the hard-fought wage increases workers have negotiated during the pandemic.
We're going to see consumers tighten their belts.
Adding to the misery for tens of millions of families, the recent expiration of expanded child tax credits, critical pandemic relief that provided parents with monthly payments of up to $300 per child.
Be a week's worth of groceries, frankly. That's what.
And you heard what they said, misery. So that reminds me of a scripture I want to get into. All right, let me get into. Salaki, 1 second. All right, let's hit this first scripture. The second Esdras 8:50. But she said, misery, for many great misery, Salakia, shall be done to them that in the latter time or in the last days shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So the average so-called American is proud, man. You can't tell them nothing. They got it all figured out. All right, they think they financial status or how many degrees they have makes them who they are. All right, and they get puffed up with themselves, and they've took the image of the so-called white man. All right, they learn from that devil. All right, because that's the proudest man, you know what I'm saying, on the face of this earth. Let's get into the next scripture. So your pork chop and mayonnaise sandwich, alligator shoe wearing, nigga pastor won't bring these scriptures out. All right, he keeping you asleep, man. All right, we're at the end, so we're gonna bring it out how it's supposed to be, bro. This is 2 Timothy. That started 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Let's get into this word perilous. It's like in 1 second. All right, this word perilous. Let's get in.
Perilous.
Okay. It says full of danger or risk. Dangerous. All right, risky, unsafe. Uncertain. So I've been hearing that word a whole lot. People saying it's uncertain. All right. It's volatile. All right. Insecure. Critical. All right. And you people that have been, in the soul, you can see the spirit on these people, man. They walking around oblivious, man. All right. They walking around oblivious. All right. All right. So it's going down. Literally before our eyes. Let's get into the next scripture. Habakkuk. That started 2:2. And the Lord, that started 2:1. And I would stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am approved. So we the watchmen of the nation of Israel, the lost sheep. All right, we're getting the sheep back into order. All right, verse 2. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that read it. So yeah, we bringing this, vision to you, man, so you can understand what the hell going on, so you won't be in the land of the lost, the land of the stupid, man, the land of oblivion. All right. 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. So now this is appointed time for these scriptures, prophecy, right? All right, we telling you what's going to happen before it happened. But at the end, it shall speak. So what does that mean at the end it shall speak? Is it going to say words? No. It's going to manifest itself. All right? We'll get into some of those things and not lie. So it's going to be made clear to you, obvious. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it's impossible for him to lie. So whatever he's written, whatever he set forward is going to happen. Though it tarry, wait for it. So it might kind of stall out, but wait, be patient, because it will surely come. And it would not tarry. So once it comes, it's not going to stop. All right. We're in that time. We're in that season. So what's some of these things that we're going to be experiencing that let us know we're at the end? This is Luke 21 and 25. And there should be signs in the sun. That's why you had these solar eclipses. And in the moon, you had these blood moons and these round moon events. And in the stars. And upon the earth, distress of nations. So you seeing all these uproars of the people. You can go to, second Esdras. All right, precept with it that precept Salakia. But the earth is in distress. The nations with perplexity, and the seas and the waves roaring. So the people are starting to bug out. They starting to uproar. You know what I'm saying? They starting to get riled up, man. And that's just nothing but the spirit of the Lord. All right, and the so-called white man, he lied to you. He finessed you. He lied to you about everything, man. All right, he said he was the God. All right. He said he was the Most High. All right. This is the book of Daniel 2 and 21. He changing times and seasons. So who is this? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. He had a set appointed time for every kingdom, every empire in the history of this world. All right. And this was the rise and the fall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, in his empire. The headquarters of his empire is America. Right. That's why the most spoken language is English. The backup reserve for the world is $1 now. That's slipping away, right? And so on and so forth. You got the New York Stock Exchange is in New York. All right, you got the United Nations in New York, right? This is a hub of these devils, all right? And he removed kings. So what does that mean? So every king, every president, everybody that he's put into power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua appointed that. It says, did not the scripture say Esau is the end of the world, end of age? End of a time period, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So the Israelites will be going into the kingdom, man, of among the elect. Let's get back into this. And he set it up kings, and he giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding, which is the prophets, the men of the Lord that you're seeing right now, that you think are just regular coming men. All right, that's a snare on you people, man. All right. So look, and Lord, where I can go more into this, the spirit is going to be moving. So it's a heavy, heavy time right now. And we're getting a resistance from these devils. We're getting a resistance from the world. All right, you brothers keep it doing. We almost home, man. All right. And there's so much going on, we can't even cover it all. It's impossible, man. All right. So the Lord, Lord will put the spirit on me so I can bring out more things to your attention. All right. But it's more things. It's like so many things to report. It's not enough time to do it. All right. So hopefully this lesson was edifying. Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rachak Shalom.